Yeah, dude, it's thrilled. So the $1 million 7-figure club, huh? Yes,
Absolutely. I could not do it without you.
dude, that's amazing. That's what this company's about. We're so thrilled. Congratulations.
Thank you. I can't wait to show my plaque to everybody.
Dude, congratulations
Oh
on the
my gosh.
Seven-Figure Club Award, my man. Look how big this is. Where are you going to put this thing?
On the ceiling of my bedroom, I think. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It'll go in the trophy room.
Oh my gosh, I love it, man.
With all my
first
fifth
off,
grade basketball trophies. It'll be awesome.
dude, huge congrats, John. And
Thank you.
the audience is dying to learn about, who you are,
Okay.
what do you do, what does your company do, what was life like before Seamless, after Seamless, because everyone tuning in, we got 100,000 users. Everyone is dying to win the 7-Figure Club Award, just like you did. So the point of sharing this story is, highlighting your success, your journey, the failures, the wins, everything in between, man. So I'd love to just open up the floor with, sharing with the audience a little bit more about you and who you are and what you do.
Well, thank you. I grew up in the pharma arena, biotech, medical equipment, and all that stuff. And at the moment, and actually built my own company. If I would have had Seamless back then, and I could have, oh my gosh, could have
How much
cut
money
down
do you think you would have been able to make back
Yeah, it would have been crazy. But back then, the technology wasn't there. So
Yeah.
right now, I've built a reputation as I help small companies start and build. So there's two things I'm actually doing that Seamless just made skyrocket for me, and it was awesome. First of all, I had tried everything, and I was getting bids on companies that were just, the prices were exorbitant. I mean, I'm a one-man show here helping companies grow, and these prices were unreal. They're acting like I was some big corporation. So you guys came along, and you provided exactly what I needed. The one thing I'm doing is I'm helping this gentleman grow this incredible virtual coding school.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh. So he's known in San Francisco, but he wants to go virtual all over the world. The coolest thing is these kids don't have to go to an Ivy League school, pay $250,000 to come out with theory. They get to actually do live projects with companies like Microsoft and Google and have that in their portfolio. So they knock on the door after high school and, Google says, well, what do you have for experience? And they open up their portfolio and go, well, I've worked on these projects within your company. And they're like, well, have a seat right over there.
Yeah.
We know you.
Grab a laptop, here's the internet password, and get to work.
So here's the cool thing. I could not have reached any of these summer school camps, any of these leaders of scholastic education. I'm talking private headmasters, principals, again, owners of these franchise learning centers.
Wow.
And I found it with you guys. Seamless was awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, it's wild when we hear about these different stories, because if you're like, hey, Brandon, you and the team are going to build Seamless to empower the world to connect to opportunity, and then someone like you is going to be able to connect to these principals and franchise owners, like it's just the search engine's built to find anyone anywhere, and then research their emails and phone numbers. It's just really incredible to hear.
And here's what I loved is it was so accurate. I don't know how you guys are doing that, but in the old days, man, I had to go through Google and all this other stuff, and some of it was outdated. Everything was so accurate. I probably ran into one number that it was their fault they didn't change. It was an old number. But it's made me expedite the whole process so much easier. So bottom line is I'm signing up 100 kids a week.
Wow. Congrats, man.
So here's the deal. Each one of them is for the whole process, for the whole schooling. is
Mhm.
$10,000. So
Jeez.
put those
Signing
numbers
up
together.
100 kids a week.
100 kids a week.
Now, so the camp that you represent, so they get
The
10K.
school. The
The
school.
school gets 10K, and then do you get a 10% commission on the 10K, or what do you get on the 10K?
I get 20%.
Sweet, awesome, 2K
And
per
so,
person.
yeah. So, and then what we do, it's really cool, is I get to tell them that some of that money goes back into their school or whatever program they want it to go back
Yep.
in. So I'm doing that. That is one thing. And then I'm a high ticket closer for,
Nice.
yeah.
And by the way, so 100 kids times 10,000, that's $1 million a week.
Well, I never thought of it that way. I was just,
Right?
yeah.
If you're signing up 100 students, 10K deal for the virtual boot camp. How long have you been doing that? How many months?
3 months now.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Well, dude, you know what's great is,
$12 million.
oh
right?
my gosh.
Right?
I didn't, yeah. Do I break all your records? I hadn't even thought of it that way.
I mean, that definitely means you're part of the 8-figure. Like, we were doing this call for the 7-figure club. You're part of the 8-figure club. If you're doing 100 students that you sell for the virtual boot camp, and it's 10K a ticket, that's $1 million a week. You know, times 4 weeks a month, that's 4 million. Times 3 months, 3 times 4 million, that's 12 million. That's the 8-figure club.
Man, first of all, I'm embarrassed for my math. Secondly,
I was
I'm
just
stunned.
excited to chat with you about the 7-figure club. See, it's funny. I talked to my awards guy, and I'm like, "Hey, we've had a bunch of members. We didn't plan this. They hit the 8-figure club, and now we got to come up with like a diamond because we got the gold and the platinum, and now we need a diamond 8-figure club, dude. First off, congratulations! $12 million in 90 days.
I'm stunned. I've got.
And I don't even want to know the amount. I mean, you know, if you, I'm going to do the math. I know the type of money that you're bringing home on the 20%, John. Did you just get like rich real quick?
Yeah. I mean, here's
because I'm doing.
I'm going to be honest with. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't look at. You're going to think it's silly, but I don't look at it. I just look at my goal sheet.
I love that,
and I love that the money just going in, so I don't know. My wife knows.
Yeah, my fiance does the same thing. She runs the whole thing. I just sell.
Yeah, you're good at. I mean, you're good. That's why I love keeping up with you on LinkedIn, man. You have so much good advice. So
I appreciate you. Well, congrats on the school and selling the virtual boot camp. That's huge, man. That's amazing. And how long have you been on Seamless? And then I want to go into your high ticket stuff. But when did you find Seamless? How did you hear about it? And how long ago was that?
I read about Seamless. Where did I read? I was Googling, and Seamless pulled up, and I just chatted with somebody. Tom.
Yes, Tom.
Big Tom.
Yeah.
Chatted with Big Tom for a while, and I would have just signed up because he was so entertaining. But
he's great.
No, but he broke it down beautifully for me and gave me some pricing that I could definitely work with. And I was under the gun to show some, I under promise, over deliver. I need to show results real fast. I told him I could do it, and Seamless, I had no idea I was doing those kind of numbers, but Seamless got me in connection with all the right people. I mean, college professors, high schools that can't afford IT gurus to come in because it doesn't fit their salary structure at all, because these guys want 90 or 100 to teach a special coding class. No public school or private school has that kind of money. So it's virtual. These kids are getting real live training with real live projects and internships, real life. So they can walk in and any recruiter will go, "Do you have experience?" They'll go, "Well, actually, I've done real projects with Google, and I've done an internship for 10 months now. So,
That's
I mean,
amazing. And so is that like a channel sale? So you're prospecting like the principals of these different, so do then they promote it to the students to help you get them signed up? Like, are you
yeah,
prospecting the students cold to join, or are you prospecting like the people that teach all the classes?
channel. Yeah. I'm
And then they
prospecting
promote
the
you.
people that make the decisions that can put together a room for after school.
Sweet.
Um, yeah, for extra, to make their school look good. I
Wow.
mean, bringing
I
in the
love that.
highest tech, getting kids to be able to sign up in Silicon Valley, in IT without going
Absolutely
to
amazing,
Harvard.
man.
It's
That's
really true.
incredible.
It's really happening. So
12 million, 90 days, 100 students a week. That's insane. I can't believe, because if you try to prospect 100 students cold to sign up, I
oh
feel like
gosh, yeah.
your brilliance with using Seamless to prospect the channel to get to the students was
I had to.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I had to.
I need to do that for Seamless. We need to go more channel because we're going one-to-one and into companies and into people. And I bet you there's so many different channel opportunities.
It's crazy. And you just leave it in the person that's responsible's hands. And if they want to look good to the parents, make their school look cutting edge, it's awesome.
Congrats again, man. And so I'm so excited for you to hang this up. We got to get you the 8-figure club now. I'm still going to ship you the 7-figure club award. And then when we print the 8-figure club, we're going to make sure you get that and hang it on your wall. And then guess what's next? The 9-figure club. But tell the audience. So tell me about your high ticket stuff that you're doing now.
Okay. High ticket, I absolutely love. I sell solar leads to
Okay. Sweet.
to people that are in solar. Obviously, solar is really hot right now with electricity prices skyrocketing.
Yeah.
So got a great team that provides me guaranteed leads. So I find all the solar small companies, larger ones, all the people there. There, I'm going directly to the
solar companies.
I'm going to solar companies, but I also have to find the owner. So it's more of a not channel, but one-on-one, depending on the size of the.
Yeah. So you'll look up these solar companies and then prospect the C-suite with Seamless.
Exactly.
And then you basically say, hey, I've got these solar leads. They're fire. You should buy them from me. Is that kind of like the pitch, or what's the pitch there?
Yeah, I mean, it's just that we have the best leads around that are guaranteed. I mean, we got a package for 140 leads that are nurtured and booked. I mean, booked too. And all these guys have to do is go to the door. Wow. And the customer's already educated. And we have a nurturing process, so they just go in. They don't have to explain net metering or anything, angles, panels, all this other stuff, converters. They just go in and say, here's the best price possible. In 10 years, you're going to be paying $200 less than your neighbor, every month. So that's been really fun, is to introduce these guys and watch them scale up so quickly. I mean, because, places like Florida, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona.
How much do you charge these companies to buy the solar program?
We get, we have several different packages, but they range from $4,700 to, we've gone up to $22,000.
Okay. So average deal size around 10 grand a month?
Yeah, 10 grand a month.
How many of those are you closing?
Probably about, I'm doing about 5 to 7 a week.
5 to 7 a week?
Yeah, that's not.
Okay, so 5 times 4, that's like 20.
Yeah, I'm glad you have your calculator, man.
20 deals a month times 10 grand. That's another $200K a month.
I just look at the deals. I don't even. Oh man, I just have seriously, look, I have the goals. of how many I have to close a day. I don't have the money amount. I think I need a vacation.
You should, I mean, you could pay for a vacation pretty easily for sure. Because you're doing 200K a month in the solar business, you're doing the 4 mil a month. Now you don't get to keep all that for the virtual boot camp.
Right.
I mean, how long have you been doing the solar for?
I just signed on with them about 2 months ago.
Okay. So you've done about 400K in sales?
Yeah, and they do provide leads, but what incentivizes me is if we get our own leads, we get an extra percentage. So
I love that.
I pump my list out. and then I'm also,
baby.
Yeah, I love it. And then I'm also closing leads for personal injury attorneys. It's an extremely competitive market out there. With COVID lifted here pretty soon, there's going to be some maniacs on the road. They're gearing up. We offer exclusivity in territories. And so they're just...
You're so right. Yeah, because there's going to be a ton of crazy drivers. On Aston Martin, he's driving like a nutcase on the roads. Don't. If he's on the road, I'm staying in my house.
That's hilarious. That's another fun one too, is watching those guys scale. So again, if I don't get the leads from the company and I get my own, I get an extra couple percentage. So that's where Seamless comes in. We're bagging some big law firms that want all these exclusive leads and territories, and it's just been awesome.
Dude, congratulations. How quickly was it from joining Seamless to go from 0 to the 7-figure club? Because you're a minimum a 12 to 13 million dollar sales producer since being on Seamless. It's a huge case study. That's an 8-figure club. But for all the people tuning in, you joined, how long did it take you to go from 0 to 7-figure club in sales? And what tips do you have for these people that just signed up for Seamless? We got 100,000 users who are all watching and hearing your success story and winning the award. Like, these people are going to be like, I want to be like John when I grow up. What advice do you have from, if you can remember, just signing up to like everything that you're doing to make it happen?
Brandon, that's a great question. So with this school, you've got to know your niche and you've got to know your product, the advantages over the competition. So what I did is, when I was presented with this opportunity with this virtual school, I pulled up all the virtual coding schools, researched them, found out why we were different. There's, the internship made us completely different. Money going back to the school made us completely different. And actual projects working within Google and all the high-tech companies made us extremely different. Wow. It wasn't theory. And the fact that actual Google exec was teaching the course. It wasn't some guy coming in 1 week, another guy coming another week. Yeah. And so if you know your niche, know your advantage, and you know your pitch, your short pitch that grabs the attention, it was slam dunk. I just punched a couple numbers, came up with a huge list with Seamless. They were all correct. Spent 6-7 hours a day on the phone, just setting up appointments, getting the information out, emails, everything. And so I want to say, the first 3 weeks was just all setting up appointments, emails, all that, which was incredible because it was so accurate. It was so accurate. That's what I
power
love.
of the 10-step AI engine, man.
Yeah. Okay. The accuracy,
validate and verify those contact info in real time.
Expedited the whole process. So then I go in and just follow up and say, hey, this is what we're offering. I want you to, here's some pre-printed stuff. You can start, handing out to parents, give them to the kids that want to excel in this coding, may not want to go to some expensive school and learn this trade, because you don't need to go to college for it. And shoot, you might as well go to Google and have them pay for Stanford or something.
Right.
While you're making, 150 or 200. And it just went berserk everywhere. So I've got people in Canada. I've got people in Australia. I've got people in India.
And it sounded like you were able to automate all of your list building. You were able to automate all of your contact finding, the contact info. It's highly accurate. And you were able to produce results very quickly from the get-go, booking appointments, driving sales.
The speed is what helped build my credibility, get the numbers, stun my client. I mean, absolutely stun my client.
I love that, man. That's amazing.
I mean, they're ecstatic. So, I mean, I'm wired to help people, scale people, build people. That's what gives me goosebumps. So
yeah, the more money you make, the more impact you can make onto others.
yeah, I'm just happy for them. I'm happy for the kids that parents are worried that parents can't afford college debt, straddles people forever.
The whole industry is changing. It's got to change because that $100,000 to $250,000 in debt just doesn't add up.
Can you imagine leaving school with that news? I mean, that's
I got
crazy.
lucky to be able to pay for it with a startup, and like my sister didn't, and she's probably going to pay the rest. I'll pay it off for her, but it's just it's tough. Like I can't believe it. That's amazing what you guys are doing. And by the way, I'd love to hear. It's amazing. The audience, like, obviously, if you put in the work and you build the lists very quickly, you could start driving results. There were probably some habits, John, that you instituted. Like, it's not just like sign up and not do any work, right? I'm sure you're working really hard too. Like, what are the habits, your daily routines, your work ethic like to make this stuff become a reality? Because you could have a hammer, but if you don't know how to hang the picture and put a nail in the wall, it's useless, right? Like, what's your routine like day to day, and how much work are you putting in to make it happen as well?
Yeah, those are great questions. You've done this before, haven't you? So here's my secret, and I just learned this not too long ago from my business mentor. It's all about a process. Because it doesn't matter, and it really hit home when he said this one thing to me. He goes, it doesn't matter how you feel that morning, because I started to get up at 5. I'm awesome. All into the million dollar mindset morning thing.
What is it called? The $1 million morning, the morning miracle morning.
Exactly. See, you and I do the same stuff. The calming meditation, the planning of the day, but it's all about process. So no matter how bad you feel, as long as you get to your desk and you look up and you see from 9 to 11, all I'm going to do is make calls. You just start making calls. And after your 3rd, 4th, 5th call, it's just you're in a rhythm, boom. And then from 11 to 12, or take a 15-minute break, 11 to 12 or 11:15 to 12, emails, boom. And then I go back to follow-ups from, 12:30 to, 2 o'clock. And then from 2 to 5, send out contracts, seal up. And then all of a sudden my day's over. I'm dealing with people on the West Coast, so I go into the, later nights. But if you have that, the timer, it's simple. I thought, when he was explaining processes to me, I always overthink. But no, they're as simple as that. If you just say, okay, no one is going to interrupt me between 8 and 10. No one is going to interrupt me between 10:15 and 12. And then you look back on your day and you can't believe how many calls, emails, follow-ups, and contracts you sent out during that day, one day. You're just so laser focused.
I love that. Yeah, it sounds like this mentor or coach of yours helped you master the calendar and master every minute. And it's funny, if you break down like to make $1 million, how much you need to make every second or every minute, you start to realize how valuable every minute, every half hour, every hour really is.
Yeah. And you know what? If I wouldn't be so stunned. I'm still kind of numb about your numbers you're throwing out, because I was just focusing on the process and how effective I was being that day, how much I was getting done. It wasn't even about, I did think about it.
I became a millionaire in sales selling for Google and IBM using Seamless before I quit to go full-time on Seamless. Same thing happened to me. I was closing so many deals. My first 6-figure commission check in 1 month, I didn't even realize I thought it was 13 grand and it was 137 grand because you're so
Yes.
like when you're doing the deals and you're helping so many people, you're not focused on how much money you're making here. You're just going so fast and you're trying to help as many people as possible. I think it's what's awesome with you is it sounds like you've got this big mission to help all these students or solar companies or personal injury claim defendants or whatever. And you're just lasered in. And then you've also tied it to waking up early, creating these success habits, and maximizing your time with time blocking.
Yeah. That is such a key. If all your people would just do that, they won't believe how much their production will go up. Because I used to chase all the shiny stuff, and get distracted a lot, get up a lot, blah, blah, blah. And then, when I taught this and integrated in my day, it was just unbelievable. Plus this process took out all the mistakes. I contact people immediately. It helps me. Instead of chasing people down.
Man, how many people are you trying to do you have a daily leads quota that you set for yourself? Like, hey, every day I need to build a list of X amount of leads for these different businesses. With Seamless, what's your daily process like? I didn't know if you set a daily lead gen quota or if you've got an appointment quota or a deal quota, because you got that sheet of paper, right?
Right. So I really don't have. What I do have is conversation quotas. I want to have.
Got it.
Yeah, I want to have.
Yeah, we call them connections or.
There you go. I want to have 40 of those a day. I want to be able to do 100 emails. I want to be able to.
And 40 conversations is a shitload. Could you imagine doing that without Seamless? What would life be like if you had to do 40 conversations?
Do you know how much time it would take to get on Google and find these people?
How long?
It would be. I would have 3 conversations. I think at the
versus
most.
40.
Yeah. Emails. Emails would be twice as hard. Because you usually get the main email, then you got to call, then you got to ask, and then I know, know the whole deal. And then, it's just really give me a lot of time to produce.
That's amazing, man. Well,
dude, your program's amazing.
What's up?
Yeah, your company is amazing. When are you going public?
Dude, I'm dying to let our users invest in the company.
Hey.
I'm dying to try to figure that out. I'm working with our chief operations officer because I think it'd be amazing to let our users and customers. I even think I want to reward our customers with stock and how would we create a stock market? Because to go public on the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ, you need to be doing 100 million minimum, which I think is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Danielle, I don't know if you could hear this convo, but we need stock.
Yeah. Then call your 8 comma dudes or whatever you call them.
Yeah, call the 8 comma. Yeah, the 8 comma team.
We're first in line because I'm riding this train, baby.
We appreciate you. We couldn't do it without you.
Thank you.
We want to empower you to connect to opportunity faster than ever before. I'm sure you agree. Everyone is just one list away from the life they want, the family they want, the marriage they want, the customers they want, the houses, the cars, everything, vacation homes, everything you want.
Yep.
In your life is just one list away, and you just have to build the list and sell to it. And unfortunately, before Seamless, it was impossible to do, and we've broken those barriers. And we're not perfect. We're trying really hard to have coverage on every professional in the world with 99% accuracy, and we've got a long way to go, and we're working hard every day to do
you know what? I recommend you to probably 7 or 8 people a day. So
we appreciate you. John, we couldn't do it without you, man.
Well,
thank you so much. That means the world to me and the 75 team members here at Seamless.
Oh, really? 75? Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
A year ago, it was 5 of us here. This is my home studio. 5 of us working out of my house, and then it got to 10. And then I felt weird inviting 15 people in my house.
Where'd you park the cars?
It started to get driveway, street. And then luckily my fiance, who's also our COO, she's the HOA president So then when people started calling her to yell about me, then she's like, we got to get an office, man.
Well, good
But
for
I'm
you,
having a
man.
team. Congrats.
Hey,
Huge.
thank you. Thank you. Gosh,
12
I'm numb.
million.
I got to run and tell everybody.
0 to 1. And what if you can remember when you did the first million, what was it like timeline? A week, a day, a month? Like when was it from 0 to 1, the first million with Seamless?
2.5 weeks.
I love that. That's
2.5 weeks.
That's
Yeah.
pretty damn close to a record, man. I mean, 12 million in 90 days is like a record.
Yeah, I'm telling you, be niched, know your product, know who to go after, and get your systems in place. So if you feel like crap, all you have to do is get up and follow the system. You know it. You're doing it right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's great to have a tool that makes the whole thing smooth as heck. So
Awesome. Well, John, thank you so much. Welcome to President's Club, my friend. We couldn't be happier to ship your 7-figure club award. And now we've got to get your 8-figure club award. Karen, Chief of Staff, will be reaching out to get your address info, and we'll get this shipped right away. And anyone tuning in, just remember, John, me, all these winners are no smarter, better than
no,
you.
no smarter.
Just have to build a list and sell the list every
exactly.
It takes a lot of hard work, but if you put in the work and you use the technology, anything's possible, and you can truly make the impossible possible. So congrats, John.
Thanks, man.
Welcome to President's Club.
Thank you, my friends. You'll see my name everywhere.